Happy New Year, Scorpio. It's 2023. I'm here to give you a brief rundown on what I think are three very significant transits that are going to shape you in the coming 12 months. I spoke over the last year or two about the dramatic changes that have been taking place in your domestic and personal sphere. Here we see Saturn on March 7 moving into this fifth house of your horoscope. On March 23, Pluto moving into this fourth house of family. And May 17, Jupiter moving into the seventh house, the marital house, which means that there are two significant areas of your personal life, love and relationships, that are going to be triggered by these important transits. Now, this fourth house is particularly important as it relates to your inner being, your peace of mind, and how you negotiate your own being. Unless you're happy in yourself, these other transits are not going to be very satisfying. You can meet the most beautiful people in the world, but if you're dissatisfied within yourself, that's going to translate into a very uncomfortable sort of relationship. So it's essential to get this fourth house Pluto transit in perspective. This means getting your home affairs in order. It means dealing with those deep-rooted childhood issues associated with your family members, in particular your mother, as this fourth house relates to your mother. And even if your mother's no longer here, I dare say there are components of your earlier relationship with your mother that are playing out now in some of your more significant relationships, as you can see there with the square aspect to Jupiter. That square aspect is a challenge. Now, you may not have experienced this fully, but I would predict fairly safely that the movement of Jupiter into this seventh house, for some of you, especially those of you that are single, this is going to bring with it some grand opportunity for love. For the first time in 12 years, this planet Jupiter is moving back into this seventh house to trigger new relationships, new love, a new commitment. If you're already in a relationship, for those of you that aren't in a relationship, this is a perfect time to venture out and feel confident about finding someone new in your life, with the condition of this fourth house, eliminative, transformative, powerful Pluto, eliminating those things in your life that are not necessary. Look, I'm a Scorpio. I'll tell you, I've been wanting to minimalize everything at the moment. I don't know whether you're feeling like that too. It's almost like I've got too much shit in my life. I have too much stuff. I don't need all that stuff. I want to whittle that down. I want more space in my life. So for me, this is how Pluto is playing out. I've also just had a recent move. It was a forced move. You notice Pluto sometimes, along with Saturn, is what we call a force majeure. Events that are out of your control can make it very, very frustrating, but it's through these seeds of change that the good stuff happens. Trust me. So be open, be willing to embrace these challenges. And if you can do that, the impact of this right angle energy on Jupiter is going to lessen. It's going to allow Jupiter, that fortunate planet, the planet of good luck, to do its thing in your domestic sphere. We see Saturn has its hand here by sextile aspect, coming here from the fifth house of creativity and love affairs. This is not a particularly good placement. Perhaps for some of you, the transformative process of Pluto has a lot to do with overcoming your fears, your fear of love, your fear of intimacy, your fear of getting closer to someone because of your past. You see, this fifth house also is your karmic house, the fifth and ninth house, 12th house. These houses are all very much associated with what happened in the past. What was it that caused you to be obstructed in the way you express yourself, in the way you share your feelings with someone else. So you can see there's a lot for you to work on this year, but the rewards, if you do, are going to be wonderful. You see, you can trace this Jupiter influence back 12 years, this Saturn influence back almost 30 years. If you're of that age, you'll see there are similar things playing out right now as they were in those times. And now perhaps the cycle has come full circle, so you're able now, ready, willing and able, to deal with what needs to be done to enhance your life and to bring you some really, really good fortune, good love in 2023. I've written more on this at astrology.com.au. I hope you'll go over there, read up on this. It's up to 1,500 words on these three planets, and it's going to give you a little bit more insight into how these forces are going to shape your life in 2023. Do subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings. If you need a personal reading for the coming 12 months or life for that matter, I'm here to help you with that. I hope you have a fantastic January. Happy New Year, Scorpio. Look forward to your company in February. Bye-bye now. Stay safe.